Welcome back. Data download time. President Trump has repeatedly claimed, as he did again last week, that President Obama handed him a crippled economy and that he built the greatest economy ever. So we decided to fact check that, comparing President Obama's second term with Mr. Trump's first, ending before the COVID-19 pandemic hit. First, we'll start with the broadest measure of economic health, the country's gross domestic product. How much did it grow? In Mr. Obama's second term, the average quarterly growth rate was 2.4%. For Mr. Trump, it was roughly the same, 2.5%. Then there's job creation. On average, there were more jobs added monthly in Barack Obama's second term, 215,000, than there were in Mr. Trump's first 3 years before the pandemic hit, 182,000. Again, both numbers are good, but they're also quite consistent. Until the pandemic hit, there was nothing drastic that changed from one president to the next. What about unemployment? Has President Trump changed that trajectory? At the beginning of President Obama's second term, unemployment was already down to 8%. Over the next 4 years, it fell almost in half, down to 4.7%. And yes, it continued to drop under President Trump to 3.5% at the end of 2019, the lowest in 50 years. Again, that's before COVID hit. And then there's the stock market, the indicator President Trump cites most often. The Dow reacts to elections, so we'll start with Election Day 2012. It went from 13,245 to 18,332 on Election Day 2016, a 38% increase in Obama's second term. Again, the rise continued for Mr. Trump, increasing another 56% to 28,538 on the last day of 2019, again, pre-COVID. Look, President Trump did preside over strong and growing economic news, and like any president, he took the credit. But the idea that Mr. Trump somehow rescued a nation that was struggling economically when he arrived simply isn't borne out in the data. We had a robust economic recovery, and it just kept going. Hello from Washington, I'm Chuck Todd, and thanks for checking out the Meet the Press channel on YouTube. Click on the button down here to subscribe and click over here to watch the latest interviews, highlights, and other digital exclusives.